Hey everybody, do you know what time it is? It's time for the finale of Let's Play Pikmin. Yesterday, we went to the distant spring, we got the last 5 ship parts there with relative ease, and today there's nowhere left to go. We completed the impact site, we completed the Force of Hope, we completed the Force Naval, and we completed the distant spring, so the only place left to go is the final trial. How did that one ship part end up all the way over here? Like, all the other ones landed on the mainland, but this one just went all the way over here, whatever. But here we are, the final trial. I guess I would say that this area is my favorite just because it's short, and I've kind of memorized it really well, and no matter how many times I play it, I still kind of enjoy playing this area, so bless me, we're 10 seconds in and I've belched. That's been another running theme in this LP, but we're gonna get a blue Pikmin, and we're only gonna need about 97. 95, 97, somewhere around there. We want to have room for just a few yellow Pikmin later on. And this is actually the last time we're going to use our blue Pikmin. The blue Pikmin don't get very good closure in this game. We just kind of use them to break some gates, and that's it. It's kind of depressing, actually, not gonna lie. Oh, whatever, we're gonna have them work on that. And have these work on this, and I think we're uneven. You kind of want to have like 50-50 working on each bridge. Why don't we have you guys work on this? There we go. So while they're working on that, we are going to get 3 yellow Pikmin. Yes, 3. We need to be very exact with our Pikmin numbers for no particular reason, but you only need 3, so just got 3. And if you screw this up, you actually have to reset the day, which is kind of upsetting. Unless you want to spend 2 days here, which would kind of suck. But this is where my brother got stuck in the GameCube version, just because when you throw a Pikmin holding a bomb in the GameCube version, typically they throw the bomb. So I'm still trying to remember how this worked in the GameCube version. I guess look here, you have to throw the bomb Pikmin down here, obviously, but I mean, well, I guess you could like throw it from there, but in the GameCube version, I don't even think you can throw that far, honestly. But whatever. Let's grab these. And are you guys still not done? Wow, what slowpokes. God. You know, these blue Pikmin, they don't deserve good closure. They deserve to just go in their onions and be forgotten. But hey, last stone wall we're ever gonna have to blow up. Pretty awesome. However, it's not the last thing we're gonna have to blow up. Kind of foreshadowing. Okay, let's help these guys take out this gate. This gate bridge. I challenge someone to go through this entire LP and see how many times I've mixed up gate and bridge, honestly. But we're going to put away our blue Pikmin for the last time. It kind of sucks that they kind of get the boot for the final battle. Just, you know, you think the blue Pikmin were the most useful in this entire game, you know? They got more than half the ship parts if you kind of think about it. I don't know, more than half? I'm not sure about that, but they got a pretty good amount. They were really useful. Whereas the yellow Pikmin, who did hardly nothing, are actually our MVPs for this final battle. So yeah, that's kinda sucky if you ask me, but whatever. We're gonna need about 40 yellow Pikmin, and then the rest shall be reds, because reds are good at fighting things, and we need just a few reds to push a box. Okay, and I think this is like 1 of 2 times in the entire game where you actually see that red Pikmin are actually immune to fire geysers. We've seen that right here. Say, the yellow Pikmin kind of got the boot there, because you think the red Pikmin got fire and the blue Pikmin got water, so what do the yellow Pikmin get? They get nothing. However, in Pikmin 2, there are like electric gates that they can go through, so I guess that kind of makes up for that. And also, the same thing happens in Pikmin 2. The yellow Pikmin really aren't that helpful in Pikmin 2, but then, in the final boss, you use yellow Pikmin pretty much exclusively. So yeah, yellow Pikmin just kind of, you know, come in at the end and steal all the credit. You know, oh hey guys, look, we beat the final boss, we're MVPs. But whatever, you want to make sure you build this bridge before you push that box. Just because you can imagine some of the red Pikmin wander into the water and die, and it's all in good fun, you know. Okay, let's grab you guys, come on. And okay, we're pretty much done. We have the way to the final boss pretty much. Oh, no, no. I'm not losing Pikmin before we get to the... They're gonna die, aren't they? You're kidding me. They can't get up. They've fallen and they can't get up. They're dead. They're going to die. Wow. How are they not dead? Typically they drown to death by now, but they're hanging in there. There we go. One of them finally... You know, I'm just gonna leave him there. I'm just gonna leave him there. Poor thing, never stood a chance. I'm still waiting for it to die. Okay, there we go. He finally died. What a trooper. What a trooper. That's how a trooper should die. Okay, whatever. So yeah, that's the final boss there in the center. We don't want to attack him yet. We want to go ahead and clear out this gate here. And we'll be kind of fighting the boss from this little passage here, just because the boss cannot go beyond this circle. So you can imagine that helps. Just kind of base yourself over here. Okay, we're going to separate our Pikmin, and we're going to get as many bombs as we can. And there are more than enough here to get all the bombs you need for all of your yellow Pikmin. There's at least 40 here, I'll say that. So many bombs. I guess it is kind of fitting that we're fighting the final boss with bombs, just because bombs have been such a huge part of this game. But then in Pikmin 2, there are no bombs, so... Yep, yellow Pikmin are still the most useful for the final boss in that game. Whatever. Yellow Pikmin, you're bipolar. You're not useful, then you are useful, whatever. Just whatever. Okay, we're gonna leave our Pikmin over here. And you want to approach this boss without any Pikmin. This is... the Emperor Bulblax, king of all Bulborbs. And that's kind of fitting, I guess, that the final boss is a Bulborb. This thing is huge. I think it's the biggest boss we fought so far. And we don't want this many bomb Pikmin, we just want a few. There we go, and this boss has got his own awesome boss music. I guess I'll shut it for a few seconds so you can listen to that. So yeah, this is how you're supposed to fight it. You want to get your bomb Pikmin to throw bombs into his mouth, but sometimes they'll just derp out and stand there, and so the Bulblax will just kind of eat them. And that happens, and he'll spit out a little explosion, which can hurt your Pikmin, but then he will be stunned, just not very long. But yeah, this boss can be a little bit frustrating if you're fighting him like this, just because, like, when you run away here, he'll turn away, and you don't want that to happen. So, we're gonna extend ourselves a little bit, and that's the smartest yellow Pikmin I've ever seen. So yeah, you don't wanna, oh what? Didn't you eat the bomb? Ah! Run away! Oh god, that was scary, that was scary. Okay. Need more bombs. So yeah, this boss can take a while, unfortunately, but I think we can take him. I think we can take him. No, why would you? See, I don't like this boss that much, just because the yellow Pikmin are so derpy. It's just hard to do. And in the GameCube version, my brother didn't fight this boss using bombs. He fought him the old-fashioned way, just running up to him with a whole bunch of Pikmin and just throwing them. And it took him a few tries, but he actually did beat this boss doing that. I'm still not quite sure how. But you can imagine he felt very... fulfilled once he actually beat this boss without using any bombs at all. Just slowly beating him down. So once he gets to about half HP, he'll start doing another attack where he'll jump into the air and then he'll land on your Pikmin. And that's actually really deadly because he can move really quickly in the air, so you want to look out for that. Okay, we're going to extend ourselves a little bit. You don't really want to extend yourself after he starts doing his jump attack because he will kill your Pikmin. And wow, I think we lost a few. We lost quite a few Pikmin there. That's not good. Okay, he's gonna start doing that jump attack now. Retreat. Damn it. Okay, so he did crush a few Pikmin there. Alright, come on. This is... oh god, no! This boss is frustrating for all the wrong reasons, if you ask me. Just because the yellow Pikmin are so bad at throwing bombs sometimes. Come on, over here. Turn around. And then there are times where the boss will just kind of not turn around, which is also very frustrating. Okay. Come on. I think we can take him. I think we can, like, I know we can take him, but I think that we can take him without losing too many Pikmin, because we actually haven't lost too many Pikmin to him yet, so that's pretty good. However, I will say, this boss gets a huge nerf in Pikmin 2. This boss is hilariously easy in Pikmin 2, and it's kind of pathetic, actually. Okay, I think we've just about got him. Can we take him out without losing any more Pikmin? Can we do that? Good job, yellow Pikmin. You're competent. Now die! I didn't say stop. Okay, you know what? Fine. There's a better way to end this. There's a much better way to end this battle. We're doing it. We're doing it. Hey, I heard you like Pikmin. Come on. Don't you want to om-nom them? That's how real men's suicide bomb. Oh my god, that is in such bad taste. Well, we did it. It took 15 suicide bombers, but we did it. Too good. Last ship part. At long last, I have found the final part, my secret safe. And it's as full as ever. How glad I am that I persisted in my search without losing hope. Now I can leave this planet without any regrets. So this ship part is actually optional, believe it or not. You don't have to get this in order to get the neutral ending, which is good, I guess. Any ending that isn't the bad endings is good if you ask me. And also, I will only be showing the happy ending. You can find the neutral ending and the bad ending on other channels, so if you're really interested, you can go look that up, but... Okay, we did it. I was actually kind of looking forward to walking out here and seeing that red Pikmin still drowning, but he died, so that kind of sucks. And I think you can have 90 Pikmin holding this at once. Yeah, well, take your time. Take your time, my slaves. 64 Pikmin. That's such a good number, 64. Trying to think of... You know what? No, the blue Pikmin are getting better closure. The blue Pikmin will help us carry this ship part to victory. And I won't press B this time. Go forth, my children. You know, it's kind of weird that the most valuable ship part ended up all the way over here. The only ship part that wasn't on the mainland. But whatever. Gonna take a drink of water. I have finally recovered every ship part. Now I can return home to Hakatate. And Olimar will blast off for the last time. And we taught the Pikmin some new tricks. Now they can throw each other. And so Olimar returned to planet Hakatate. Yay! So let's see here. We got 12, no, we got the 30 ship parts in 12 days. That's the best I've done on this Wii. On my other Wii, I actually got, 30 parts in 10 days, so a lot of this data is kind of inaccurate just because I have so many other playthroughs on my other Wii, so... Let's see, surviving Pikmin, 319, and total Pikmin lost 121. That's pretty good if you ask me. That's really good. That's actually a lot better than my other 2 playthroughs that I've done on here. We got all the ship parts. Okay, so the massage machine was optional. Okay, I kinda figured. And yes, I will save. It would have been interesting to see like what killed all our Pikmin, but whatever. And then I think at the end here we get a quick enemy roll call. No, we just get credits, okay. So this game has a really long ending. We have to watch the credits and then we get an enemy roll call, so... Oh god, it's gonna be hard to think of things to talk about. Oh my god, but... I guess this would be the part where I talk about, how I've enjoyed this LP and all that. Well, it's kind of hard to do that, seeing as how this entire LP was recorded in the course of 4 days. And as I'm recording this, I still haven't even uploaded day 1, so... I'm gonna say, I've enjoyed recording this. I think this was a nice change of pace from some of the other LPs I've done. It was a lot more calm. Kind of gave me more freedom than in my other LPs to show you guys what my strategies were. I enjoyed it for those reasons, I guess. And it makes me want to do Pikmin 2, but that won't be for a very long time. I can say that right now. And wow, we're already at special thanks. Wow, these are really short credits. But yeah, I'm trying to think of other things to say. My only problem with this LP was that something about this LP made me want to word things really weirdly. Like I would get my words mixed up, and I would mix up gate and bridge for some reason. I still want someone to go through the entire LP and count how many times I mixed those two's up. Two's up. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. And I'm also talking about how, like, I think it was day 2, I said we collected the shoe tip parts instead of the 2 ship parts. Yeah, I don't know, something about this game makes me want to mix up my words and my consonants and whatever. My wording is so weird. I can't help but feel it has to do with this new freaking retainer they gave me. It's like a permanent retainer they put on the inside of your bottom teeth. But whatever. You would think, after I got my braces taken out, I would stutter less. But no, I guess not. I guess not. So yeah, I guess that's all I have to say about the LP then. I guess we'll go ahead and say I do want to LP Pikmin 3, even though I know nothing about it yet, because this has been recorded before E3. But yeah, I'll just say I want to do an LP of Pikmin 3. However, I'm not doing it on the release date. That's stupid. I hate people who do that, but that's a rant for a different time. Actually, no, I don't really hate people who do release date LPs. It's just, I wouldn't, honestly. But whatever. You can do whatever you want with your channel. And now we get the enemy roll call. Okay, so we did a pretty good job fighting the 2 armored cannon beetles in the game. I don't think we actually got to see them attack, because each time I plugged up their holes quick enough. And then there's the beady long legs. That's probably where I lost most of my Pikmin. I lost like 20 Pikmin fighting that thing, I think. Waxy secretions form this creature's distinctive armored shadow. And this will also give me a chance to see the enemies that I never... Like, there are some enemies that I couldn't remember the name of. Like all those termite enemies. There was like 3 termite enemies I can never remember the name of. Screw you too, game! Screw you too! Burrowing Snagret. The bluish hue of its feathers distinguishes it from the burrowing Snarrow. And there's a candy pop buds, things we never used because we didn't need to. Could this be the next step in Pikmin evolution? Like the Pikmin themselves, it has many Now this is actually kind of cool. They could be referencing Pikmin 2, where you could throw Pikmin into purple and white candy pop buds and they would transform. And this is a dwarf bull bear, however, we never get to see one of these, because I'm pretty sure they only show up in the distant spring after a certain number of days. So that's kind of interesting. And then we get dwarf bulborbs, yep. Although similar in appearance to bulborbs, these belong to a totally different species. What? No, they don't. Huh. That's weird. I'll have to look into that. Emperor Bullblacks. This massive grub dog buries itself when hunting. You don't have anything else to say about it? The fact that he was holding your last ship part, anything like that? Fiery Blowhog. Why would you fight that thing with blue Pikmin? Olimar can be very stupid. Oh, and also some of these, in some of these little clips, you can see what the game looked like in beta. So that can be interesting, and there was not a snitch bug in the Forest of Hope, good sir. There was not. Swooping snitch bug. This rare species uses its antennae as wings. And that's an enemy. That's actually one of the optional bosses I mentioned. But you don't fight that thing in the Forest Naval. You fight it at the impact site. So that's rather odd. A watery gelatinous membrane. Oh, okay, fine. Don't let me finish it. And yeah, here's what the distant spring looked like in beta. It doesn't look like that at all, does it? The honey wisp, but that's what they're called. This creature collects nectar for the. Oh, fine. Don't let me finish. Nope. So I knew the name of this one before. Also, you can see in the background there's like a ship part there, but I don't think we ever collected that. So yeah, some of these beta pictures are a little wonky. And another enemy that you're supposed to fight at the impact site. This is another one of the optional bosses, the Mamuda. This creature seems fond of flowers, but only for their decorative properties. And what are these things called? Clams? Just clams. Pearly clam. Clamp. Though beautiful as mollusks, pearls are thin and fragile. Those are called plants. Oh, pellet posy. This sparsely growing plant is able to crystallize nectar into round pellets. We had a really hard time finding those things in this LP. I think we lost like 10 Pikmin to one of those. But yeah, here's the mushroom monster. Puffstool, that's what they're called. Many consider this walking fungus a delicacy. Why? Many? Who? You're the only one who's ever been here. Okay, what are these things called? Puffy blowhog. I was close. I was calling them, what was it? Fatty puffer? Puffy blowhog? I was close. I was close. Okay, now what are these things called? Sheer grubs, that's it. Okay, now I remember. They're called sheer grubs. Okay, and then these things? Sheer wig. Oh, okay, it's all coming back to me now. It's all coming back to me. Now I remember. And this is another optional boss we didn't fight. This is, what's it called? The Smoky Prog. Thought to be a malformed larval Mamuda. So in other words, that thing is the Mamuda's baby. Spiny bulbbear. This rare subspecies of bulborb has a certain indefatigability. Yes. And once again there, you can see the Forest of Hope looks a little bit different than we saw it. So that's a little bit odd. Spiny bulborb, we saw a whole bunch of those. And that's the Forest of Hope, but it doesn't look anything like that. These beta pictures are really odd. Well, whatever. I guess I needed to set up these areas so that they could get like good camera angles and all that. Wogpole. This creature appears to be a newborn yellow wollywog in tadpole form. Ew, kill it! Kill it before it becomes a wollywog. And that's not the ship part we got there. No, this is all incorrect. This credit sequence it's all incorrect. We didn't get that ship part there. That's the wollywog. We actually did a pretty good job fighting those things, I think. And here's a yellow wollywog, same deal. And that's it. The happy end. So if you had gotten the neutral ending, it would have just said the end, and then if you gotten the sad ending, it would have said the sad ending, I think. Just the sad end. I'm not sure, actually, but I guess that's it for Let's Play Pikmin. If I can get off the screen. Now, there are a few extra videos I want to do for this project. I guess there's only two, really. I want to show off the optional bosses, and I want to show off challenge mode. But first of all, I'll probably be doing the optional bosses, so I'll see you guys soon-ish for that. I don't know if I'll be able to record that anytime soon, so I'm not sure. Check on Twitter for that, I guess. Thank you for watching. Most awkward outro ever. Awesome.